there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here, and today we are doing the 5 best books I read in 2022. Now these books did not necessarily come out in 2022, but I read them this past year, and I thought we would go 5 different genres, and I would tell you about the best books I read in each genre. For the horror genre, we have My Best Friend's Exorcism, which I reviewed here on this channel for the 13 Spooky Books of October. I will link that in the cards up above. It's by Grady Hendrix, came out in 2016, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. It was spooky. It was scary, and it had the power of friendship conquering all. Great book. I bought 2 more books by the author because I love this one so much. I'm looking forward to reading them in the coming year. And yeah. Then we have for thriller, we have The Damnation Game, which this one could have gone thriller or horror, but I feel like it's a little bit more of a thriller horror than it is like a true horror book. So I have that one. That one's by Clive Barker. Came out in 1985, and it kept me guessing the whole way through. It was interesting, it was fantastical, it was just, I wasn't able to figure out what the ending was going to be until the ending happened, and then I was like, oh no. It was absolutely amazing. I love the characters. Well, I love the interactions of the characters. I didn't so much love the characters themselves, because a lot of them are not likable characters, but they're not supposed to be. It's the Damnation Game. Like, they're not supposed to be loved characters. So. Then we have for romance, The League of Gentlewomen Witches. Now this one is the sequel to The Society for Lady Scoundrels, both by India Holton, which I'll put in the cards up above. These 2 books were amazing. They were fantastic. I loved reading them. It's magic and it's historical London, sort of. There's flying houses, there's pirates, there's scoundrels, there's rakes, there's thieves, there's all of the above. It's got everything I want in it. I can't wait for her next book to come out. I don't know what it is or when it'll come out, but I'm sure I will pre-order it and read it and review it and tell y'all all about it. We have for graphic novels, the best graphic novel I read, no surprise here, is Genderqueer. This one felt like it was telling my story, like I was reflected in the pages as I was reading it, that it was very well written. Well, it's a memoir, so I can't say it's well researched, but the research the character did into their identity and things is evident in the writing. It's very well done, amazing. I feel like everybody should read Genderqueer. It's on many banned book lists, and I feel like that's unfair to the author, it's unfair to the work, it's unfair to potential readers. So please go out there, support the author, and buy a copy of Genderqueer, or request it from your local library. Let's show those book banners who's boss, and start requesting banned books at our local libraries. Then coming in the fantasy genre, we have Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. And this one was amazing. It was kind of cozy, it was a little Dungeons and Dragons, it was just your classic not high fantasy, but like mid-fantasy kind of story. It's cozy coffee shop, alternate universe. It's got an amazing cast of characters. I love them. I would want to be friends with all of them. I would not say no to hanging out and getting coffee with these characters. I want more. I hope the author continues to write and continues to write as well as he has been, because it was a delight to read. I've actually reread it twice. I read it early this year, and I've reread it. It came out in 2022, and I've read it 3 times this year. So that's how good it is, that even though I know what's going to happen, I just want to keep going back and revisiting and going back to it and saying hi to these characters. So, Legends and Lattes, I am hesitant to say it was the best book I read this year. Certainly the book I read the most number of times this year, but probably the best book I read this year. So, what did y'all think about the books you read this year? What genres did you read? Did you step out of your comfort zone at all? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!